Testing. 1, 2, 3. Testing. Okay, I can see the name. Probably move a little close to my mouth. Talk louder to it.
Can you hear me?
Okay. What's up? It's the couple, Steven and who are you? Say your name. It's us, Steven and Andrea, doing a little podcast. I don't know I got a random name for the podcast, but it's called the 62 Podcast. The TaLk 62. The 62 TaLk something. Anyways, the slap heard around the world.
Oh Lord. With Chris Rock and Will Smith.
What's your opinion on it?
My opinion?
Let's talk.
Coming from a outsider looking in, I would say that I think the whole situation was fake.
You think it was fake?
But I thought it was fake.
It looked fake.
It looked fake for a while, and then I guess when you look at all the videos and clips, it's like, okay, maybe this wasn't fake, but then when you actually hear certain celebrities basically voice their own opinion and say that they didn't expect that as well, and then it looked like Chris was just sitting there like everybody was quiet, like all the attention was on him after he just got slapped. Like, I think he was embarrassed of the situation that he didn't respond.
Like, I think from everything I seen, everything I heard, I think he didn't just gonna think it was gonna happen like that. Like, he thought he was gonna come up. Any random person would be like, you see,
give him a high five or something.
No, not a high five. Like, come get close to him. Like, they turn the mics out and be like, "Come on, don't say anything about that." But cause if you look at the video, it looked like he actually, like Chris Rock leaned in, like he wanted, like he thought he was gonna say something to him.
Yeah.
And then bam, Will Smith
just slapped him. Yeah.
Just slapped him.
That was crazy. I just feel that. My question would be, would you allow someone to just come walk up to you and just slap you and don't react?
Right. And I actually seen video, like, as they happened, they showed a video of Jada Pinkett actually sitting there like laughing and giggling.
Right. It's video. I've seen that.
Oh, you seen that like the one behind her?
Yeah. Like people that the camera that was behind her was actually shown where she had like a smile going on, and even Will was laughing. Both of them actually was laughing, and then I guess when a lot of people started really laughing at the joke, she rolled her eyes and had a little smirk look on her face. But I think that looking back, I don't know how true the history is, but they say that her and Chris never really gotten along.
No, I heard a story that said that at some point, I don't know if this was before Will Smith, I think before it, but they actually want a date.
Chris,
her and Jada Pinkett, they were on a date, and Jada Pinkett just said something about the date being so bad that dang, where did I hear that from? I don't know. I listen to a lot of radio shows, and somebody said something about that.
I didn't know that she dated him.
I think it was like way early before Will Smith, probably during the Tupac era, probably. I don't know, but then the whole thing happened where you heard that joke where they said where she tried to get Chris to boycott the Oscars.
Yeah.
2016.
Yeah.
And he like, I ain't turning this money down. Don't be mad because you weren't invited.
Oh.
Like, you weren't invited. He made a joke about it.
Yeah.
But the thing is,
I seen that.
I will get mad him with everybody else.
People made crazy
about the entanglement.
Yeah.
But I think he been taking it for a while. And I guess he just finally snapped.
I don't think it's even that, because the thing is that I don't care what nobody say. People always feel that when it comes down to black couples or whatever, they feel that men should protect their woman when they are hurt or whatever. But it's always a big I don't even know how to say it, because women, if they are hurt, I think if I'm hurt, I wouldn't just jump to you and be like, okay, what that person said to me really bothered me. I wouldn't just say it like right then and there. I think after the fact, I would have said something. But jumping back to the Oscars, I feel that when he said, when he made the joke, I feel that she...
And the joke wasn't even that serious. Like,
it wasn't. Like, nobody even know...
It wasn't that funny.
I didn't even know that movie even exists.
It wasn't that funny. It was not that funny.
It really wasn't. So, like, it's just like what I seen where somebody said he got up and slapped him for something that nobody would remember. Because I'm not even going to remember. I didn't even remember what Chris even said looking at the video until... Will got up and slapped him. Then I had to go back and say, well, what movie was that he was even talking about? So I had to go and search for the movie myself. And actually, the movie is really not a bad thing. It's actually
that's why he made a joke.
It's a white woman, I believe, who...
She's got a bald-headed white woman?
Yeah, she's a bald-headed woman. She's strong. And basically, in the movie, people was talking about she basically had showed... she had like women power, basically like showing women could be in the military just as well as men. But I never really watched the movie, but from what I've seen, I've heard good things about the movie. So it's like, okay, if you're gonna talk bad about somebody or make a joke that's bad, at least he didn't say anything that was bad to a point where it was like a dumb movie and it didn't make sense. That's how I feel about it.
G.I. Jane 2. Never heard. I won't say turn it down a bit.
Never heard it, never seen it, and
probably would never see it either.
Yeah.
And like, how was he like until this happened? I didn't even like, cause I think I randomly seen videos or pictures of her with her hair shaved off, but until this happened, I didn't even know she had alopecia. Alopecia, how do you say it? Did you know?
Alopecia. No, I've heard that maybe she had it, but in this case, you can't always assume that everybody know that you have that. And then too, like, I don't really think that the joke was really because she was bald headed. Because honestly, when you see majority of her videos on Red Talk or Red Table or whatever you call it, she would always be she'd have like a low haircut. Like when her and Will first started dating, she had long hair. Then it got to like bobs, and now short hair to no hair. And honestly, Jada looks really good without any hair. Like, she really do. Like, some people can't rock it. Like, I can't rock that. I can't rock no shaved hair. I can't do it. And I mean, I'm not saying it to be funny or just say, oh, what he said was wrong because of her head being bald. Like, she looks really good and she rocked that bald head. So, in that case, I would be laughing with the joke too, because it's like, haha.
Nah, Will Smith laughed at it. I thought I seen her laugh at it, but she didn't really laugh at it from what I seen.
She did.
She smiled. She smiled a little bit. And Will Smith was over there chuckling. And then Chris Rock just kept on going, and I guess
the thing is, he wasn't even going. All he did
not kept going towards it, like the joke about her, but he just kept on like moved on with the show.
Yeah.
And then I guess from what people say, about Will Smith looked over at her and seeing that she looked at this discomfort. Discomfort is one nigga for. She didn't look comfortable.
I don't know what they were saying
know
or
what
thinking
happened.
that she thought, but what I seen was, if you look at one of the videos, you'll see where she actually smiled, and then Will is basically laughing with her. Then as soon as he look over and see that she rolled her eyes and had like a little smirk on her face, then that's when he stood up and walked and approached Chris, slapped him, came back to his seat, and then started saying stuff to Chris. And then it made...
Okay, I'm sorry. We had to cut back and take a look, small little intermission. And our son over here get his stomach running off. But as we were getting back to what we were saying, from what I remember, I don't really remember what we were talking about. I know we try to listen back to it. I don't know. Anyways, Chris Rock is better. Chris Rock better than me because they don't. I guess he tried to keep the show going. I think he couldn't believe it himself. That's why. Mm-hmm. But that's the reason he didn't react. He
was surprised.
He literally sat there with his hands behind his back, and then you hear the version of Will Smith telling him, keep my wife's name out your effing mouth.
Mm-hmm.
But
I mean,
it ain't at this point. It ain't nothing new. Everybody across the planet done talked about it, so we just wanted to give our little 2 cents about it. Me and Will would have had to fault for that one. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you're not gonna just walk on stage and just slap me. I don't care how much money you make.
Or
you're not gonna just get up there and slap me and think that I'm just gonna be like, oh, okay. See, they would have had to fire me right then and there and drag me out of that building because I would have been on his head. So
if I didn't react, you best believe I'm suing. You worth a lot of money, Will Smith. I don't care. A lot of money.
And you would be suing.
If I did, hey, we on live TV. You slapped me. I probably wouldn't press charges, but I'm suing.
Now, I say, but if you think about it, if you take it to court, you're gonna get, you're gonna win because you're the one that didn't.
I didn't respond. Just got slapped out of nowhere.
Yeah, you got slapped out of nowhere. But if you decided to react, I mean, you should still be able to win the case because he did it first, and that would be self-defense.
From what I hear, instead of like suing Will Smith, I heard Chris Rock actually sue the Oscars because he's like kind of like employed there, and they didn't do their due diligence to protect him, so he could sue them.
Well, I mean, he should be able to protect his own self at this point.
No, not that. Like since he went there, he went there, so it's their job to keep him safe.
I mean, I get that, but what I'm saying is that
I think you saying, but
that's my problem right there.
What?
When people make so much money, they feel that they need to hire somebody, or it's always somebody else's fault or problem to protect them. No, the Oscars should not have to protect you for your joke. It's your joke.
No, that's not the joke. No, it's the Oscars. It's the Oscars. It's up to them for them to keep him safe. So if anything that happened to him, he can turn around to the Oscars for not protecting him, because he is working. He's like, say you work for your job now, and something happened at your job, and you can sue your job because it's their responsibility to keep you safe. So it's their responsibility to keep him safe.
I mean, well, here's the thing: it's been an incident at my job, but of course I can't go into details of that. But regardless of the fact, like, I did everything I could to protect myself, and I feel like there's something that he should have did first. But as far as from what Will did to him, now Chris, he could have, tried to move his hand. He could have tried to push Will down. He could have tried to do something, but he just stood there and was just like, okay, it's a lot of people watching. I'm on camera or whatever. Like, before the show started what was supposed to happen and what wasn't supposed to happen, and for Will to walk up, you already know there's something that wasn't supposed to happen. And people supposed to laugh at their seat and go from there. Like, it doesn't... Now, one time have I seen the Oscars where I've seen where somebody just walk up out of their seat and because of somebody making a joke. Like, I can't think of her name, but it was a lady who was at the Oscars, and she made videos of her jokes and basically pulling people out of their seat in the Oscars, but not this is not a... What can I say? Because it seems like I'm just dragging whatever I'm saying at this point.
you are talking.
Yeah, I mean,
oh no! At this point,
I'm tired, and you forced me to make this video with you, so
it ain't video. Anyways, I don't know. Getting over it. Will Smith just said forget it. Just took his anger out on Chris.
How do you feel about it? Let's just stop here.
It's
like
me,
already
okay,
talking about the whole...
We got your opinion. Okay, me personally, it wasn't that funny for me to go to for him to go out there and slap him. And for the most part, he could have, at least from what I'm hearing from everybody else, I probably would have chuckle, laugh, not really laugh, but just gave a look. And I would have had to go backstage and see him at backstage because I don't want to do it in front of everybody.
Yeah.
If he's going backstage, you can somewhat get away, not get away with it, because unless y'all really throw hands back there, he can still turn around and sue you for that. Because this day and age, somebody gonna get a picture, record, or somebody gonna see it or something. For me, it wasn't that serious for him to go out there and slap him. I feel like he just let it go, had a conversation afterwards, and kept on moving. Get Chris Rock. Me and Will would have had to fight if he'd have slapped me. I'm sorry. There ain't no way around it. I'm sorry. No way around it.
Because I was just dragging, but honestly it would have made sense if I knew the people's name, but... Whew, child. I'm tired.
I see that. Anyways, this ain't gonna be long. I at least get a little... They said you get a little good 30-minute podcast, you'll be good to go. So... Our child making noise, so you hear child noise or anything in the background, just get over it. Anyways, Bel Air.
That's the point of parenting.
Bel Air, how you feel? Last episode. Well, let's talk about the whole season all together in the last episode.
Okay, let's go.
At some point, it was good. It was a good show. It was good. Yeah. It wasn't a great, fantastic show. It was a good show.
It was very serious, though. Very serious.
And like, golly, I understand people cuss, but when I was like, unless I was like, it's something like serious going on, be 17, 16, 15, I'm not doing that much cussing.
No,
especially because my parents are grown-ups out, really. Or just have a regular conversation with you cussing.
If I did that much, like before I could even say the word, my teeth would be down my throat. So
a lot of there was a lot of profanity. As you were saying, if you did much cussing, you said you
my teeth would have been down my throat. Basically. And I think that I don't care how much money I would be bringing home at that age, I don't think my parents would still just allow me to cuss like that. And the thing is, it's actually a clip of the guy that played Will, the boy that played Will, basically saying that he takes Will's side because Will is more of a family guy and everything. And I think that a lot of people is missing the point. I don't care who I work for. If you do something wrong, you're wrong. If you do something right, of course I'm gonna stand beside you. But in that case, it should have been...
Wait, which case? What exactly you talking about?
Okay.
I thought we were talking about the whole show, not the last episode.
Yeah, I'm talking about the whole show. No,
okay.
I mean, not the whole show. I'm talking about the whole Oscar thing. The boy that played Will.
Jabari. His name is, I think Jabari Banks.
Yeah, Jabari Banks. He basically said that Will Smith is a family guy, and he basically have to stick by his side on that one, and I don't feel that he necessarily just have to stick by his side, because for one, just because you work for the guy doesn't mean that you always have to agree on everything that he do in his, I guess, his spare time or whatever. But one thing about it is that it was disrespectful for him to just go up and slap. But at the same time, when it comes down to the show, all that cussing that Will is allowing him to do,
it's the network.
I feel that
I don't think it's Will Smith allowing him to do all that much cussing. It's the network that allows him to do it.
Well, I'm just saying it's on the paper. He reads it every day.
They try to, they wanted to turn Fresh Prince into a drama.
I get that, but the thing is, okay, let's talk about the first episode. Like,
I don't know. Side question: did you ever watch Martin growing up?
Yeah.
You know they're trying to make like a version of a series version of Martin.
Are you serious?
Yes. Like the person who put their I don't think the same person, but somebody put a pre-trailer out for like Bel Air.
Yeah.
They made like a pre-trailer for Martin.
Mm-hmm.
So they I guess they're gonna try to make Martin into a drama as well.
Okay, that's cool. Anyway.
First episode.
Well, no, what I was gonna say is
in general.
Yeah, speaking in general. I wasn't expecting this show. For one, it is good. It's really good. For two, that really surprised me because some of the things that happen in this show, it makes me wonder if Jeffrey was really that sneaky.
In the regular show, no, Jeffrey he made jokes, made fun of Uncle Phil being big like Will did. Like Jeffrey had a smart mouth with comebacks in the regular show, but he was never like this serious, this secretive. So to go and I guess AKA kill people. Yes, spoiler alert. He put heads out of people, doing whatever he wanted to do.
I'm just saying, like, this Jeffrey right here is a gangster Jeffrey. I was like, wow.
Thank God you ain't got Twitter, because I was looking on Twitter about, and I did Bel Air, and everybody talking about like, oh, Jeffrey looks so good. Jeffrey look blah blah.
You talking about this Jeffrey?
Yes, like.
I mean, the thing is I feel like they should have just basically made Uncle Will.
Girls were going crazy.
Uncle Phil.
Girl going crazy off of Jeffrey and Jazz.
Jeffrey and Jazz?
Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
But you know the girl that plays Jazz is the one who was on
No, Jazz, Will Friend. No, the one that used to get thrown out the house all the time, Jazz.
Oh, Jazz.
Who you thinking about?
Jazz?
This Jazz right here. See, look, people got on Twitter already. I can't believe they got one of the Wayne brothers to play the dad.
I know.
I mean, when you look at it, he kind of looked just like him too.
I could not expect
Marlon Wayne.
Yeah, I do not expect him to be so serious, and when he is
he's
really good with it.
He did that role
but
good.
But you always expecting goofiness out of him, so I was not expecting that whatsoever. And then too, the part that got to me was how emotional he got with him, basically talking to him about, you know, being in prison and stuff like that. And I think that was a good topic to talk about on the show, because it's a lot of African American fathers who are in prison right now. And
for me, it was a good episode, good season, but they dropped the ball with that. What his father did. Okay, he went to prison. You could have said he went to prison. I'm thinking the father that killed somebody. He a kingpin, drug dealer, some extra mess. Nah, he was just going to prison for, I guess, beating up a man trying to rob him. I guess, but
older guy.
Man, yes. I'm thinking he'd have killed somebody or he's selling drugs like crazy.
Yeah.
I don't think it.
Yeah, he's a con man. Like, that's something quick that you could explain to your. How old is he? Or whatever. 16 and 17.
Probably 17 in the show.
Yeah, 16, 17. I mean, that's something quick that I think you could sit a 16 and 17 child down and say, listen, do you know what a con man is? Do you know what a con, woman is? Like, it's just simple as that. Like, let them know that your father would try to do anything to convince you to do something, and they quick to say something to make you feel comfortable in their own skin. But I mean, come on now, like what they did hiding that from him, that didn't make sense. Like from the show back in the 90s,
yeah,
with Will Smith himself playing it, he actually cried out to Uncle Phil and said that his daddy did not want him. He literally cried and said, "Why did my dad do not want me?"
Girl, that show right
now that was so emotional, and I remember crying myself.
You cried?
Yes, I cried.
Man, I watched it a couple of I had watched it back then, like seen it. I think I watched the episode like twice, and both times I actually cried both times.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That was very emotional, and the thing is that what a lot of people don't understand is that when none of that. When it comes down to African American men being locked up and stuff, I'm not saying that that's something that should be praised or whatever. We should try to do everything we can to keep our men out of prison, our men and women. But at the same time, if you killing somebody, it ain't no real Susie. Susie need to just be, in jail. But as far as like kids, people don't think about their kids until it's too late. Until you literally waking up and you in prison for the rest of your life. And then it's like, dang, you gotta watch Lil Jon through pictures.
Lil Jon?
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Girl, really? Lil Jon. I mean, everybody could have said. Well, I guess around the time coming up, no, because 2022, the boy is only 17, so after the Jon era, now you could have said something else now. I don't know. Like, I don't know. Anyways.
All I'm saying is that adults don't really think of what mistake they just did until it's too late.
Yeah.
That's basically what I'm trying to say.
Do you see how he tried to come all back and act all fatherly and be like, you can talk to me like this and grab the boy by the throat and all that mess.
Got me. He just grabbed
you been going to the boy was 4 years old and you want to come here and do something. Like, really?
Well, but the thing is that they were having a good conversation after he finally explained to him that he did not want him in prison and stuff like that.
Oh no, he started talking about his mama. That what got it. Try to throw his mama under the bus.
But
make her look bad.
Maybe if he would have listened to what he was saying first, then it could have gave him the opportunity to say, okay, you know what, maybe let me talk to my mom and see what happened. Because basically what he was saying is that his Uncle Phil got rich and his mother basically was pushing him to get rich too. So it's almost like I wouldn't say that the mother was jealous of the sister, but from how the daddy interpret, it sounds like he was pushed into doing stuff. And that's another thing that females do. They push their men into doing things that they want them, to see eye to eye on with them.
Try to come up or something?
Yeah. So I think that's what he was trying to explain to him. But you got to keep in mind that in certain situations and conversations you just can't have with children. And I feel like in that case, just like his Aunt Viv said, was to make it about him, not make it about basically what happened or what's going on. Because in that situation, that was that did a whole left.
Okay, sorry for the little break, but we got things like you said. We're full-time parents over here with a child trying to record a podcast. But from what we was talking about, you was saying she was like, do most women try to push men into stuff like that? And see that after he got rich, she said she tried to push him to do better to get rich quicker or something.
Yep.
But it's kind of hard to do.
I'm not gonna lie, I push you
to do
quite
things.
a bit, and I don't even know if you really notice it. It's like,
yes, you did.
Women can do that, and men just don't.
You have pushed me to do better, and for the most part, I sometimes do better. Mm-hmm. Don't look at me like that. Anyways, so I don't know if it's been announced for season 2 already, but ain't no way they gonna end that how it ended. But
that was the last show.
That was the last episode for the season.
I mean, not the last show, but episode. Oh wow.
Yeah, that was the last episode for the season.
I'm a little disappointed then because
you know that?
I know I didn't. I did not know that. I did not pay attention to that. I thought that it was gonna at least be probably about 2 or 3 more.
No, that was the last episode. We probably gonna get a season 2 to next year. You know how shows want to do yearly episodes, like yearly seasons. So yeah, that was the last episode.
God, that sucks. Well,
I hate to say it. They tried to make it emotional, like how the regular one did, because that regular one was super emotional. But
I don't think it was super emotional. No, I think it was more silly.
No, I'm talking about when the daddy showed up. He talking about his daddy left him out. Why he don't love me? Remember he grabbed Uncle Phil and hugged him.
Yeah.
I'm talking about that part. They try to recreate that part for the new one. I hate to say it, I wasn't that sad for you. Like it was sad, but I didn't.
At the end, if you think about it, that's what he said. That's what he said to his friend Jazz when they were standing on the hill of Hollywood sign.
Yeah.
So that's exactly what he said. He basically was like, basically they all been lying to him and they sent him away. So how would you feel if you're 16, 17 and people are just sending you here and there?
They could have, for the most part, what they should have did, like they could at least told him, could have told him he was in jail he was in prison, at least that much. They had to really tell him like why he was in prison, but at least tell him he was in prison. That's why he couldn't. That's why he went around.
Yeah,
that would have been more easier to get with.
Yeah, but
not telling him at all, then this boy could have been thinking anything could have going on and happening.
Right. He clearly said that he thought that he was having a whole, new, he was enjoying his new family or basically have kids and like enjoying his life without him. Like, I can only imagine how most kids feel with their parents like that because,
it's crazy to go through a situation where we just had a little similar talk somewhere this morning about that. That's just crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy though because it's like kids don't understand, and it's like with adults, like they just need to own up to their stuff, own up to yourself, be honest with your kids, and if being a part of their child's life is something that you want to do, you have to be that person and step up and make things right. Because the older the child get, the more emotional and confused they're gonna be on why their parent didn't want them or love them and things like that. And I tell my son every day that I love him because I
you, Junior.
Never want him to feel that I don't.
All right. Well. Anyways, that's it about the show. It was a good show. It would have been. It's kind of too hard to talk about everything. We could probably talk about this other things some other time, whenever we get more free time. But we talked enough. Well, my girlfriend talked enough. She talked
blah blah blah.
Anyway, this is don't know the name of this podcast, but the TaLk 62 podcast. This is the slap heard around the world, Bel Air. We could get into other serious stuff like what goes on in the world, like the whole Russian thing and gas going up. Oh my God, gas! Please, gas, go back down.
Yes.
Gas is too high.
I'm almost like that dude that I seen the other day that had a bike and he would had some bags on each handle. I'm like, man, I'm just gonna have to get fitted to ride a bike every day because this gas right here is ridiculous.
That's too much. Okay. Anyways, that's it for now. Wherever you listen to this to, make sure you like, review, subscribe, comment, share, tell a friend, etc., etc. Deuce.
Bye.